ahead with good conscience if you don't even know for a fact that you have the money, and if you don't get the money, you're going to tax us.
Appreciate the opportunity to speak. I just want to reflect a little bit because the board, I think, has been very forward in bringing information to the community. This process actually started back in 2007. So, I mean, some people, by what you read, thinks that this was just done overnight. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and I think the only way to get it is to come to these meetings. The board has no self-interest.
And then we get an architectural engineer who was fired by Boyertown for doing the same things he's trying to do to us. So there again, our trust is betrayed. To keep maintaining our elementary the schools that exist now. Those were supposed to be maintained, and they weren't maintained properly, which is another reason why we're in this situation. So here again, we trust you, and this is what we get.
Hold on to your butts.
We presented you with a number of signatures, over 900 signatures that were taken in a survey. We heard nothing about that. They were just, what did you think that was supposed to be used for? Toilet paper, or what did you do with that?
Where is it?
You know, what happened?
I just have one more word I actually said it, but I wanted to emphasize it. Referendum. That's democracy. The law.
I don't need my taxes raised. But what I see here tonight, I see everybody on this side that doesn't want something, and I see everybody over here that's doing a real good job and a hard job and spend a lot of time on doing something that these people don't want, just to put it to a vote. Now, maybe legally you don't have to, but you can allow that. And you can take that information and then use that as a basis for your decision. Would you put it to a public vote?
Commissioner wants to waste more money.
Would you put it to a public vote, whether they want this,
I'll
whether
answer
it's
that.
school or
At
not?
this point, the majority of the board's direction is not to put it on as a referendum.
I understand that, but you can allow it, can you not?
Right, but at this point, like you may not agree with the direction of them going with the elementary center, the other part is at this point, they are not looking to put it on the referendum.
Why? Why? Everybody.
Saying to him, "Hey, Pap, I can read." And the old man never batted an eye. He said, "You come back and you can read between the lines." And I think that's what Bill was trying to say to you. You have the legal right not to recommend it, but I think it should be put to the voting public. Thank you.
We have here one for Quandel. They have, the way this is written, this is my question. It's either, so I'm going to ask you, for each of the schools, initially when they were here and everyone voted, was on for the elementary center. And I'm not accurate with the number, but it was somewhere around 700,000 or something for their services for the elementary school only, or did that include all of the schools?
Almost 800,000 for the elementary center, the high school, and the middle school, and any other construction projects that we have going on.
Okay, so that was a total.
Short that whole 3-year period.
Okay. Was that number then eventually broken down? Middle school approximate, high school approximate, middle school, whatever?
No, it's not broken down that way. Really, the way their numbers are broken down depending on the scheduling. Once we get into the construction part where we actually have a shovel in the ground, then then it goes up their cost because they're having someone here on site at the time. So their billing follows our construction schedule.
Right, no, I understand that part of it. What I'm getting at this point, when you're taking, I guess I'm just going my own way of building things, cost control. In other words, we're subtracting 11,000 from the grand number, and we don't have a rough idea for how much each school may be, smaller as they may be. But here's a number that we think the middle school is going to come in after a high school renovation, so we're subtracting from that to find out how things are going on once
I can look at the contract, but I think they put their assumption was a certain percentage at the high school, a certain percentage at the middle school, and a certain percentage.
Okay, so then you can take the percentage off their gross number
Right.
and work off of that.
Right, but that's, the gross numbers are not exceeded.
It's an approximate number anyway.
Yep, and it's by pre-construction too, I believe the amount is $74,000 for pre-construction of all. So we get charged $74,000 for pre-construction, and we're still in pre-construction on the project, they're still involved with that process.
Yeah, okay. And then the other thing, I guess, with the, your text message as you had gotten tonight, Mr. Schwab, is, I mean, basically now we have, as discussed, a lot of dollars spent for the elementary school, or for the field, and what we're doing. And the questions that seem to be, that you read off tonight, that there's questionable areas, they all have to do with the ground, nothing to do.
They didn't say that, Frank. Basically what it said is, I said that because I know we don't have soil erosion, I know we don't have a highway access, but basically they want all conditions satisfied before they approve it. I'm assuming it's soil erosion, I'm assuming it's highway access. I don't know that for a fact, so I want to clear that up.
No, that's all right. But what I was getting at here was that items like that, okay, like a highway access, or if you had an underground pipe or something you had to work on, per se, to get approved, wouldn't we have done those approvals prior to hiring the architect or the engineer to do the whole field and the whole drawings? I mean, they're basic things. We know we're going to need access. If you've got your counter plan and you draw a circle and you say, this is the field, the parking is over here,